Hello, my name is Samar, else I go by Sam or first time panner. Any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be an update for my old new Gifted Blue project. And I will leave the playlist linked in the description box and at the end of the video in case you haven't seen this before or you want to catch up. And Julie is also doing this with me now, so go check her out as well. My cats, I think for some reason, think that I'm taking them to the vet because every time I come up to them, they just run away and they're acting really skittish. So I think Rosie's coming down now. Roxy's still under the bed. But yeah, if you see them being weird in the background, just don't worry about it. The temperature just keeps increasing, but I wanted to still turn the AC off. Oh, there's Roxy, if you can see her. So yeah, I'm very sweaty, but I'm gonna try to get through this. There's also a hair that won't stay down. I'm just gonna get into this because I have a lot to talk about. The first item, which is my old item, is not rolling out quite yet. I was hoping to have it rolled out by this update. I knew that was gonna kind of be a stretch because I'm very slow at painting nail polish because it's like my lowest priority when I'm stressed, and I'm perpetually stressed since like 2022. I did make a little bit of progress though because I believe I used it twice since last update, so I'm now here. I am bound and determined to finish this by next time for sure. I mean it when I say it this time because I really just want to get this out. So it is kind of hard to get product onto the brush because I have to like tip it so far over to get it on the brush. So I think I'm gonna add a tiny bit of acetone to this just so that it moves around more easily, so I can use it up a bunch, and hopefully I can get myself to paint my nails at least once a week. And sorry if you can hear my stomach grumbling, and to also paint my toes at least twice before next update, because then this will for sure be done by next time. So I'm really hoping that I can, and I'm really gonna push myself to do it. My new items were a bunch of eyeshadow sticks that I had yet to use, and my goal was to use all of them at least once, and I finally did that today. That's part of the reason why I'm filming this late. Like, this is probably gonna go up late because I am wearing the last one on my eyes today, but also it's my time of the month. I just started that part of my cycle, and I was not up to doing anything yesterday, so I wasn't gonna film this, but I have finally reached that goal, and I have a lot. Like, I can't even hold all of them in one hand, but this is how many I had to use. So that is 5, 6, 10. I had to use 10 eyeshadow sticks. And just real quick, the one that I have on my eyes today is one of the Fenty, I think is the Shadow Sticks Diamonds. This one's in the How Many Carats shade, which is just like the white sparkle. I don't really know. I'm also wearing the How Many Carats highlighter. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. It's very sparkly. It's like basically all sparkle, and that's kind of the point of that highlighter. It's why I got it to double as like an eyeshadow topper as well. I got that before I got this, I think. So actually let me compare the two. This one is the eyeshadow stick blended in, and then this one is the highlight blended in. So almost the same. This one is just a little more densely packed with the sparkles, so it looks a bit more opaque, and this one shears out a tiny bit, but other than that they pretty much look the same. So I guess that would be the only difference, like which one you would get, at least if you're using it as an eyeshadow, which was my intention. If you're using it as a highlight, don't get the eyeshadow stick, but if you want one as like an eyeshadow topper, which I'm planning on using this one on top of eyeshadow, I just wanted to use it alone today just to see how it looked. Otherwise, I'm planning on using it on top of other eyeshadows. So if you're planning on using it as a topper, just know that this one is more impactful, and this one gives more of an ethereal, like kind of wet look, or like a wash of sparkle, but not that different. Let's see if it transfers at all, because these did blend. Yeah, there's a little bit of transfer. This had more blending time than like the Danessa Myricks eyeshadows or the Dose of Colors eyeshadow sticks, because those dry down very quickly, and this one you had more time to blend. I will say those, like the Danessa Myricks and the Joseph colors, the ones that dry really quickly, you still can get a little bit of transfer if you touch your eye. So I'm wondering what the difference is. Like maybe this one will crease. I wore the purple one yesterday. I don't know why I'm giving a full review. I wore the purple one yesterday, which is Miss Prissy. I didn't notice any obvious creasing, but I also wasn't really looking too hard because again, I was really not feeling well all day yesterday. So yeah, if you really like those type of impactful eyeshadow sticks, but you think they're kind of difficult to use, these were very, very easy to use. I don't know if they're coming back this year, but I recommend them. Then I also had this one from KVD, which is their Dazzle Stick in the shade. Let me just watch all of these. Sorry, I also got a call in case things moved around. But here are most of them. So this one is the Fenty one again, and then this, sorry, my pinky's cracking. This one that's like blue and purple shifting is the KVD. This one was definitely my favorite out of all of them. I mean, I liked most of them, I will say. I liked most of them, but this one definitely was my favorite. It's just so beautiful and so impactful, and I think I just really like the color. And I was really surprised by this one too, because I have another one of these in the shade Tornado Haze, which is a green pink flip, and it's definitely not as like bold or light catching. Like if you can see how bright that blue shift is, the other one is not like that at all. So, and it's still pretty, I still like it, but this one was really nice, and it doesn't flake as much as the other one. Like Tornado Haze does have a lot of fallout, like the glitter just falls on my face by the end of the day. So I don't know, maybe that one was a dud specifically, but I just really love this one, and I'm so happy I got it. Then these are the 5 Dose of Colors eyeshadow sticks. These first 3 were honestly nothing special. This first one here is Twinkle, this one is Icy, and this one is Sunset. These 3 just were not impactful on my eyes at all. Like in person you could see them, but even when I did multiple layers, it kind of just looked like a little wash of like a little bit of sparkle on my eyes, and you couldn't really see the base color at all. Even with Sunset, which I really thought it would show up because it's supposed to be like a yellow slightly green one, it really wasn't much of anything. These 2 did show up very well. This one is Stardust and this one is Frost. Frost was really pretty, I really loved it. I don't know if it showed up well just because it's so cool toned, like a gray slate cool tone, that it contrasted with my skin tone so much, and maybe that's why it showed up. But I feel like the sparkles also showed up as well. So yeah, I really liked this one. And then this one, Stardust, was my favorite. It was so pretty. I even got compliments on it. You could really see the base color, and the sparkle was very bold and showed up very well, and it was just so beautiful. So I would say if you were thinking about the Dose of Colors eyeshadow sticks, Frost and Stardust are probably the only 2 that are really worth the money. I bought all of them because I was interested in all of them, but if you're on the fence or you're trying to be choosy and you're on like a low buy, go for these 2. Then I have the 2 that I honestly was not impressed by at all. These are the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick like duos. One side is matte and the other is supposed to be like a metallic shimmer, but it was not impressive at all. This one is in the shade Taupe and Golden Pink. I'm not even gonna bother swatching them. And this one is in the shade Cinnamon and Rusted Pink. These were so lackluster. Like the matte eyeshadow sticks, they just were what they were. And in fact, this one, I'm probably gonna have to retry it in the winter when I've lost all of my tan, because the matte on this side like barely showed up on me at all. It kind of just made it was like basically the same depth as my skin, but a cool tone version. So it kind of just looked like a dead patch on my eyelids, like, you know, like when something makes you look dead, but literally just focus it on my eyes. It was weird. And then the shimmers were not impactful at all. Like, especially once you put them on top of the mattes, they just did not show up. There was like no point of putting them on. And I'm very disappointed in that, because especially this one, I got this one, as I said, because I already have the eyeshadow stick cinnamon, and I was pairing it with this eyeshadow stick that's basically the exact same color as Rusted Pink, just from a different brand. So I was like, oh, this is perfect because it's a duo. Why did I do that? Again, I don't know, because I literally could just bring those two. But even though the like eyeshadow stick, like the metallic one that I have that I usually pair with cinnamon, is like not impactful at all, that one still shows up better than this. So I don't know, I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna try them again at a later date, but I could see myself decluttering these, unfortunately. My gifted item was these Elizabeth Arden hyaluronic acid ceramide capsules. It was just like a hyaluronic acid serum in like pre-portioned pouches. Very gimmicky, very unnecessary. I got through them, but I didn't even use them as skincare. I used them as a primer. These were, it's supposed to be like a plumping serum. Pretty much every time you see that, more often than not, I would say, that just means it has silicone in it, because it like really smooths out your skin because of the silicone. So it gives the effect of like a smooth or like a plumped up appearance, because when you're plumped, your skin smooths out, like it gets rid of the wrinkles. So adding a silicone ingredient in your skincare is gonna give you the impression of that, but it's not real. So just so you know, if you ever see something plumping, make sure it doesn't have silicone or dimethicone in it, because then they're just lying to you. But that's basically what this was, and it was so silicone-y and so gross. Like, it wouldn't even wash off of my hands. That's how much silicone was in there. I was just using this as a makeup primer, and that's how I got through them. There were 10 of them in here, and I just used them 10 days in a row. And then for my blue item, another serum. This is the La Roche-Posay Dark Spot Corrector Visibly Unifying Clarifying Niacinamide serum. I don't know. There are like a lot of words on here, but none of them actually say what this is. So yeah, I used this up. It has blue on it, that's why I put it in for this prompt. It wasn't really anything special. Now for my roll-ins, my old item is still staying in. So for my new item, I actually do have another brand new eyeshadow palette, which I'm not necessarily proud of, but I had a Sephora gift card, like one of the $100 Rouge gift cards, and everything else that I bought was stuff that I actually needed as a replacement. But then I had like basically 12 bucks left in the gift card, and I wanted to use it all in one purchase. I think you're supposed to. I was told that once. I don't know if it's a myth, but I always just use mine in one purchase. And these, which had just come out at the time, were also $12. And there was one that I had my eye on specifically. This is the Sephora Mini Mix Palette Stretch the Light. This is like their, I guess, 2026 release for their mix line. And this one is in the Ethereal Light version. This is what it looks like. It's just 3 like glittery topper-ish shades. Yeah, so I just got it. I'm gonna put this in with a goal of using it no pan left behind. So I'm assuming I'm gonna get 3 uses out of this, because it's 3 different glitter shimmer shades that I would most likely use separately. So we'll just see how I use it. I'm planning on taking this with me on a trip out of town. So yeah, hopefully I'll film some sort of like pack with me or like travel bag video, but I'm pretty excited to use that just to see how they perform. For my gifted item, it's actually going to be an entire set of little skincare minis that I got a while ago, which I'm also planning on bringing with me out of town. And it's this like Kopari set that I got I think from Ulta at one point. This is the Marine Clean Purifying Gel Cleanser. This is the Star Bright Vitamin C Moisturizer. And then this is the Moisture Whipped Ceramide Cream. I'll probably only bring one of these with me out of town because they're basically both face moisturizers, and I only need one of them at a time. But then I also have this sunscreen. It's the Bright as Day Sheer Mineral Sunscreen, and this is expiring at the end of the year, so I need to use it. And I realized I was like going through all my skincare minis, and I realized, including one that I'm already planning in my 26 and 2026, I have 3 items like with sunscreen in it that's expiring in December, so I need to really get on that. So yeah, I want to bring this with me on my trip. I'll be in the sun a lot because I'm planning on going to the fair, and we stay at the fair all day, so I'll be reapplying this a lot. This, however, is like a tinted sunscreen basically. It's not super pigmented, but yeah, it's, I don't know where I'll put it on my other hand. It's not like super tinted, but I'm planning on using it as also my foundation product. That's what it looks like there. So as you can see, it's like not super dark, but also I can get away with wearing it in the summer because it's pretty sheer. When you blend it out, this is what it looks like. So not much pigment at all, which is kind of the same thing I'm doing now. Like the base product I'm panning is barely any pigment, and then I put my powder on top, and it basically matches me perfectly. So yeah, I'm planning on using this as my foundation product while I'm there. Just throw on very easily and quickly, and then be done with my makeup, which my dad will be very happy about because I take a long time to do my makeup. So that's for my gifted prompt. And then for my blue prompt, even though a lot of those were blue anyway, I am rolling in my last setting spray that I had, at least before I made that Sephora purchase, my last setting spray that I had left in my collection, which is the Professional Super Setter from Benefit. I've been using this one since I finished my other setting sprays. And it's perfect because it's pretty small, so it's gonna fit in my travel makeup bag very easily. And I do like this setting spray. This used to be, at least last year, this was my favorite setting spray, but I have since found a few others that are my favorites for summer and winter. So once I get this out, I won't be repurchasing it, but it's very handy, at least for travel for now. And my goal, just like everything else, is going to be to finish this, except for the eyeshadow palette. That's no pen left behind. I'm not sure if I'll finish the face wash because face washes do take me a long time to finish, but I'm hoping to have a full refresh by next time. We'll just see. Until then, I'll see you in my next video, and I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for watching. Bye.